What is up, guys? It's Relentless, and in this video we are going to be doing Operation Titanic Part 8, but it's with a little bit of a twist. So right off the bat, you guys can see that I'm somewhere, and you guys probably don't know where. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm making a raid farm. So if you don't know what a raid is for some reason, actually I'm not gonna explain it, you can just look it up. But yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of emeralds and totems from this farm, and it's gonna be really cool. So I already did some of the building off camera. Like I did this soul sand elevator off camera, I did some of this off camera, but that's because those parts were kind of boring and tedious, and I wanted to get them past, and I did. So I have all the resources exactly for what I need for this build. And yeah, guys, I'm not using beautiful shaders today. I'm very sorry, but schematics don't work properly with shaders, so I can't really use shaders. And yeah, so just to give you a basic idea of where the location of the raid farm is, so we have the Titanic over here, and if you stand on the tip of the bow with a 24 chunk render distance, then you can see the raid farm over there, right? And you can also see the mountain in the savannah and so I have a new idea for the Titanic, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bunch of villagers inside the Titanic. So when I'm flying to my raid farm with bad omen, I have to be really careful to not go too close to the Titanic or that village over there. So it's kind of in a risky spot, but I also didn't want to build it 4,000 blocks away from spawn. So it's just gonna have to do. And it's far enough away from the Titanic in that village over there where it won't confuse the raid for the Titanic or the village over there. It'll probably just spawn up there. And we are spawn proofing everything down here except for the blue ice right there. That is where the raid is going to spawn. And then when we stand inside here like this, then we can kill the raid. This little crack through this chest, yeah, that's where we kill the raid. So it's pretty cool, and if you guys are technical players, then I'll explain this stuff. So this is a hopper clock. It has 64 items plus 13 items, and basically what it does is after a certain amount of time, it will open that trap door so it can drop you back down to the villager down here. And even though one villager plus bed equals village, I mean, in real life, some homeless hobo sleeping above the ocean in real life would not count as a village, but in Minecraft it does, so we'll take it. So it drops you all the way down, here, and then onto this pressure pad with water. Then it pushes you straight back into the elevator, and the raid is activated. And once you're back up here, it pushes you over here, and then you can do the raid. And yeah, you'll have an auto clicker and stuff. So it's AFK raid farm. It's somewhat risky, but I'll be making sure to take off all my gear and put them in these chests before I even think about AFKing here, because I had this farm on my old world and things have gone wrong with it. So I just want to make sure that I don't lose all my stuff. And I'll probably be using a diamond sword for the raid farm, and it'll be specific to the raid farm. I'll keep it in this chest, and it'll be an entirely different sword. And if I lose it, then like whatever, right? Oh yeah, guys, and another reason I'm not using shaders is not only because the schematics don't work properly, but because if I had my render distance at 24 chunks with shaders, then it will look like some 2011 Minecraft gameplay being recorded from a toaster and using Bandicam, and that's not what we want, right? So yeah, I have my render distance set to 24 chunks since we don't use shaders in this video. And yeah, guys, with no further ado, I am going to start building. So what we're gonna do first is I've already made this circuit down here for any spare items and like some useless items that will get thrown out. And there is an item sorter I don't know why I just did that, but there was an item sorter over there for emeralds, and then everything else will go into a junk chest, like totems and stuff, but they don't get thrown out unless it overflows. This thing right here is to prevent overflow. So if we break that, okay, I don't know what there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, there's lava down there, and there's these droppers here and these infinite loops, so that way when an item is inside the dropper, then it gets thrown out. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of hoppers leading into there, obviously. So this is the hopper line I started doing already, so I'm just gonna keep on doing that one. And the only slightly tedious part we might have to do this episode is if we build up, then you can see that there's that cake over there, and that cake is to stop that minecart hopper over there from moving. So yeah, let's go and place the cake there so we don't have to do it at a later time. So it has a hopper going like that, and now I just need to go and grab the cake, which I made. Like, yeah, it's a bit weird that it's a cake, but also cakes are highly adjustable blocks. Like, if you eat them, then they become a different block size, and there's like 8 different block sizes to cakes, so they're extremely flexible is what I'm trying to say. So if I place that cake there, we can see that it will stop that minecart from shifting, and that minecart hopper will collect stuff and put it into the hopper sorter thing. So I'm just going to start doing the hopper line, which should be one of the easiest things. Oh, yep, guys, I literally just heard. Okay, so it does work, because I broke a grass block above a hopper, and I heard the dropper go off. So yeah, it does work, and it's a very simple circuit, so it's not like I was expecting it to not work. But yeah, okay. And one annoying thing about the schematics is that it's kind of hard to see where, you place blocks and where you haven't. So that's kind of an annoying thing, but it's better than watching a tutorial while doing the video, which would just be like a complete chaos, and it would be absolutely awful. So we're not going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to continue making this hopper line. So I can go through these blocks because they don't exist yet. It's just telling me to place blocks there when I do get time to place them. And directional hoppers using vanilla and directional hoppers in vanilla tweaks is a big lifesaver, because otherwise I'd be very, very confused on which directions the hoppers were going. And this thing over here is actually the item sorter. So this is the emerald item sorter. So we're actually going to need 41 emeralds and some filter items. So I completely forgot about that, so we're gonna have to do that, but I'll just cut it out when I do it. So guys, I'm gonna explain how this item sorter works. So right here is the item sorter for the emeralds. So in this hopper right here, we're gonna have to put 41 emeralds and 4 filter items. I'm not sure why it's 41 emeralds, I really don't know. But all I know is that this comparator compares that when there is more than 41 items, then it activates that piece of redstone down there, which will activate that repeater and that torch, which will therefore unlock this hopper right here, and it'll allow the emeralds to flow on through all the way through here, and then down into those sorting, and then down into some sorting chests down there that I can't get a good view of because of my perspective right now. So I'm just gonna start doing the item sorter since we are here. So I'm actually gonna run to my base and get 41 emeralds and 4 filter items. So yeah guys, I'll be back when I do that. Alright guys, so I got the emeralds and the kelp, and what we do is we just place them in this hopper right here. And oh wait, we probably shouldn't do it yet because we haven't set up the redstone mechanism, which I'm going to do right now. So I'm not entirely sure why I put slabs right here, even though I knew that if you put redstone on top of something, that automatically made it a non-spawnable block. But anyways, I don't really know the answer to that, and I may never know. I think it was just to be safe, but I mean, now it's just kind of an inconvenience because now it's all in my face. But this thing is really easy to set up. You just place that redstone torch and place that repeater, and yep. And now we just need to go up here and place the what's it called, the comparator. And now that we have that in there, we can place all of that, and yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna go and grab another emerald, so I'll have to run back to base, but I'm gonna test it, and if I place one emerald in there and it goes, then it's a success. So guys, I'm back with the emerald. And as you can see, if I place the emerald in there, then it goes through and it will end up in this hopper. Sorry, I mean this hopper. Okay, so yep, there's the emerald. So it traveled down this thing here, and I haven't placed those hoppers yet. So it is a complete success. And now we just need, yeah, so we are going to start actually. We are going to do the line of hoppers that leads down into the item sorter, because, you know, before we sort all the items, we actually need the items to make it from the killing area to the item sorter. So now that I'm done with this, I can seal it off. So we just place the hoppers like that, and you guys are probably, oh no. Okay, I was just in time for that, so I got rid of a hopper and it went into the trash item sorter, which meant it was probably gonna get dispensed into lava, but I grabbed it out of this hopper when it was coming through. So yeah, kind of a close call, but my reaction time was quick enough, thank God. The hopper amount is exact, and I really do not feel like going all the way back to base, traveling 1,000 blocks back to base to get one hopper. That is not what I want to do. So I just realized that there is a second item sorter down here, so we're gonna have to do that. So from the killing area, there's 2 hopper lines that lead away. There's this one that leads over there, and this is to prevent overflow because the raid farm is really fast. So we're gonna need 2 item sorters to make sure that there is no overflow. Like, this raid farm is incredibly fast, scarily fast. So I just remembered that I have to run back to base to get another 41 emeralds. I mean, I would have gotten the 82 emeralds, but I didn't. I completely forgot that there was a second item sorter, so I'm gonna go and do that. And also, my elytra durability is incredibly low, so I'm going to go and repair my elytra. So I'll probably be back in the next, I don't know, 10 or so minutes, but obviously I'm going to cut it out. So yeah guys, see you then. Alright guys, so I'm back with the emeralds, and I got 53, and it took me like 15 minutes to get 53 emeralds. And the problem isn't the trade. I have a 1 iron ingot for 1 emerald trade, which is like really good. And considering I have an iron farm with like 15 double chests full of iron ingots, yeah, you would think it would be pretty easy to get lots of emeralds like that. No, because there's this thing called restocking, and the villager can sell like 13 at a time before taking 20 hours to restock. So yeah, it's gonna be really good having this raid farm done. We are going to be able to do mass villager trading, and we're gonna have so many double chests filled with emeralds. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So now that we have all the emeralds and the sorting items, which I just spammed random letters in there, by the way, because we don't want to have it named kelp, because if kelp somehow got in the system, it will destroy the entire item sorter. So we need to name it something different, because when you mine kelp in the ocean, it's not going to be named. So yeah, we are going to put the 41 emeralds in there, and we are also going to put the filter items, and the filter items are just to keep all the other emeralds from getting all the emeralds flowing in from getting into these slots, because yeah, then it would destroy the item sorter. So yeah, now that we have the item sorters done, we are just going to get started doing the storage system. So we have all this grass everywhere, and it's kind of annoying. And before we start doing the storage system, we need to spawn proof the hoppers. Well, the hoppers are already spawn proof because things can't spawn hoppers, but I want to also make sure that random items don't start getting into the hoppers. So I just like to place blocks on top of the hoppers to make sure that is prevented. Oh yeah, guys, and another thing I forgot to mention is the beacon tower. In the entire video, you guys are probably been like, what is that? Why is there 2 beacons? Well, you know how last episode we got 2 beacons? Well, we got 1 beacon, but I already had another nether star because I've killed 2 withers. But yeah, that's what we're gonna use them for. I was originally gonna use them on the Titanic, but then I decided that I would build this, and I needed to use them on this. So yeah, and the beacons are for regeneration. So if you guys didn't know, on hard difficulty, starving can actually kill you. And you know, I don't want to die, right? Like, dying is not like my main goal, you know. My main goal is to kind of survive. So I placed the beacons with regeneration, and yeah, it regens me. But you guys are probably like, well, what's the other beacon for then? Well, the other beacon is simply for it's to flex. It's strength 2, the other beacon. And yeah, strength 2 basically just makes the farm go even faster than it already did. It's just a gigantic flex. I actually just realized I forgot to place a few hoppers here, so I'm gonna do that. And place the blocks on top of the hoppers. Oh wait, I just realized I'm trapped down here. No, I'm stuck. Okay, now I'm not. So I finished item proofing the hoppers, and I already explained what that means, but just so random items can't fall into the hoppers. Like, if I throw an item there, then it won't fall into the hopper, and we don't want random items but the raid items in this hopper system. So if a random item were to fall on top of those stone blocks, then they would not enter the hopper system, which is a good thing. So before we start the actual chest storage area down there, I know I've said that like twice now, but we're gonna be doing something even more epic. We're gonna be doing the beacon tower. So I'm gonna get all the iron blocks that I need for it, and I'm gonna put the stone away, but I actually still need the slab so I can spawn proof the iron. And of course I need the 2 beacons. There we go. Alright, guys, I'm gonna do an epic time lapse of me placing the iron blocks here. So yeah, time lapse starts now. Alright guys, so the time lapse is done, and the only thing we haven't done is place the beacons. So that's what we're going to do now, is we are going to place the first beacons ever in this world. In 3, 2, 1. Boom, there we go guys, beacon eater, and bring home the beacon. Alright, so now it's to spawn proof the beacons, and let's put this one as strength 2 and this one as regeneration. Alright guys, so to do regeneration we actually had to pick another beacon effect. So now we have strength 2, resistance, and regeneration. Literally the most epic combo you can have. So now we will not die when AFKing at this farm, and we have officially made 2 amazing beacons. Wow, this is pretty epic. And right as the sun is rising, that is absolutely perfect. You know, this is like the view of standing at the top of the Burj Khalifa. You know, like over there's the coast of Iran, because you can see from the tallest observation deck on the Burj Khalifa, you can actually see the coast of Iran like 80 miles away, and I can confirm that because I've been to the top of the Burj Khalifa. Anyways, guys, I am going to end off this video here. In next video, we are going to do the storage system and, of course, the area where the raids spawn. And yeah, again, we're leaving it off on a quote-unquote beacony note. It's a little bit of a cringe saying, but I don't really care. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later in Operation Titanic Part 9, because this is Part 8. And bye.